I think for young conductors, it's a catch-22 because being on the podium has a large amount of responsibility. And so oftentimes ensembles aren't willing to put an inexperienced conductor on the podium. So it becomes a catch-22 because you have to have experience to get a job, but in order to get a job, you have to have experience. The opportunities for young conductors are really sheer luck sometimes. My first conducting experience was through a program exactly like this, which was to give promising young conductors meaningful podium time to be able to gain experience, to have an ensemble, both choir and orchestra, that will respond to them and then they can take for their future professional careers. Developing the rehearsal skills and how to prep an ensemble, a chorus, or an orchestra for concerts is something that has been a fantastic benefit of the program. Sam's finishing up her third year because Sam primarily has experience with instrumental ensembles. She has this great musicianship, she has this great presence on the podium, but not a lot of experience with chorus. And so this gave her a huge dive into working with vocalists. It's a really fantastic evolution to see how comfortable she is and bringing her strengths from instrumental conducting into choral conducting too. I love Derek. He came with the program when I came with the program. He was just a fantastic conductor that I probably had the most change over the course of the 3 years than any of the assistants. It was really fantastic to see the transformation.
You know, it's hard work. Music making is hard work, but the text, this Gloria text, is uplifting. So, can I see a smile? Okay, all right. Two, three.
So I was fresh out of school. I had just finished college and moving back to the Bay Area. I'm from South San Francisco. And so I was looking for work as a musician, and that's not an easy thing to do, but I just reached out and applied, and I remember getting a phone call, and Ming was like, "Do you want to do this? I haven't met the group yet either, but we can meet them together." And I said, "Sure." Even in rehearsals, there's should be less talking and just more showing the gestures, whether that often through the hands, of course, and the baton, but through the entire body. What does it mean to get the best out of oneself? The orchestra, the choir, we're just all there for that one moment. I think the more important part is just being able to foster community, and I think no matter what level of music making, that is a conductor's prime job. There's been other amazing musicians since that I've gotten to know as well, and yeah, I guess hopefully we all lived up to the pressure of having that first year program.
Eric came from St. Olaf's and had so much experience as a composer, as an arranger, and a vocalist as well. And to see his integration into the Bay Area has been absolutely fantastic. He is a phenomenal musician and had such a great rapport with the chorus.
I knew my predecessor, Derek Tam, a little bit, so I had a chance to talk to him about it, and he had nothing but incredible things to say about Ming, so I thought, why not? I'll just put my name in. Throughout the process, I think what I was really learning was confidence and command on the podium, and leading rehearsal and leading performances with authority. To trust what you're doing and to get everybody musically on the same page and to make music together. Just as I was finishing my period with BCCO, I was introduced to an aspiring young conductor named Julia Morris, who said that she was looking for conducting opportunity. I thought, well, Ming's done this for me. Can I do this for somebody else? Then she ultimately was, the next assistant conductor after me.
Julia wasn't sure whether she wanted to go into music or not. Coming out of school and figuring out how to make ends meet was a very, very difficult thing to do. And the support that she had through the course gave her this confidence to apply to grad school and really set her path on all the jobs that she has now, which is exactly what she wants, which is a living within music.
It's because of this program that I'm a conductor, and it's because of Ming. Usually assistant conductors kind of wait in the sidelines and are there in performances as a just in case something were to happen to the music director. But Ming makes it a priority that assistant conductors get experience conducting in performance, which is incredibly valuable. He's hoping to springboard all of these young conductors off into their own careers. So without that, I know for certain I would not be conducting today.
To have a first position, like a first job, a first professional opportunity, that's such a welcoming environment where you're still like you're getting that professional experience, but you're still having the opportunity to grow and be able to make mistakes where you feel like it's not going to completely, prevent you from getting to that next step is a thing that I think a lot of young conductors don't get that opportunity. And so for me, I think that's one of the biggest things that's helped my growth in BCCO is that it's really been a position where I feel like I have the room to grow without being afraid of doing it wrong. You know what I mean?
And so the more they get familiar with how rehearsals go, familiar and comfortable with conducting them and leading them, all of a sudden that switch to becoming a conductor, which is taking the responsibility of the rehearsal and guiding the ensemble in front of you, I think that switch is a fun one to see. So I think this program is really critical to identifying some of the most talented, promising conductors that we have and providing them with the support at a time that's very critical to their needs, which is that part right after school where having to support themselves really takes away from their ability to try to develop as a musician. We've been pretty proud of all the people that have gone through the program. They really have had a lot of successes outside of BCCO, and it's obviously not just because of us, but having the opportunities, making those connections to people in the Bay Area. It's great to see BCCO feel like they've been a part of their professional journey.
I think that through the program, developing an ability to just react and be flexible because situations arise and to be able to adjust to the moment.
Sometimes it just takes quite a bit of experience to dissect what's going on, to know exactly how to fix that. And the only way to do that is through experience, really.
I think that there are so few opportunities like that for young conductors that unless you start your own group, there's not really any opportunity for younger conductors to really stand on that podium and figure out how things work.
If I didn't have access to this program, if I hadn't been able to work with Ming and go through this mentorship program and have this kind of like first stepping stone, I would have basically just been starting from scratch, hoping that someone will give you a chance.
We need support for obviously to support their podium time, their salary. They get paid as professional musicians, and all the peripheral professional tools that we give them. And the goal of the mentorship program is to be able to provide them with financial support and also to develop their professional career. And so it's a really important program because we are supporting these people financially as well as artistically, and these are the next leaders for music.